Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to Curly Girl Tarot. I'm Char. Hope you guys are doing well. This is just gonna be a daily for tomorrow. I'm not trying to get too distracted with talking. For some reason, I want to be like, I feel like straight to business. I'm gonna be using obviously the Renaissance deck. It's not called the Renaissance deck, but it's like that vibe for me. But it's actually called the Uncommon Tarot. And then we have the Archangel Oracle cards as well. So let's do this, shall we? So it's just going to be focus, advice, and then most likely the energy for tomorrow. And then oh my goodness, the word just flew out of my mind. I will, what is the word I'm looking for? Simultaneously going to use the oracle cards. That wasn't the word I was looking for, but the one that came. Let's see. Divine Spirit Team of highest light, highest vibration, I welcome you into my space. And I set intention that I am clear, that I am connected to my heart, and that I can understand the message, and I'm hearing you repeat it with accuracy. I set intention that this message be for the highest and greatest good of the viewer. Set intention that this message be for the highest and greatest good of the collective. Divine Spirit Team of highest light, highest vibration, I welcome you in, although I am always connected to you. Allow me to open my heart and feel you. So it is. Felt really nice, so it's peaceful. Divine Spirit Team, what is the focus for the collective tomorrow, June 28th? I just saw 222 on the clock. My dog is, oh, my camera doesn't fall. He's eating in the back if you guys hear him. All right, we have the Nine of Wands. I'm gonna pull and then I'll get the complete story. Interesting. And then I'm gonna incorporate an oracle. I think that's the word I was looking for earlier. This is such a conflicting message, but there's one card that speaks out to me. I'm getting like multiple messages. Here, can you clarify just one card? So far we have the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Wands reversed, and I am getting a oracle. Okay, wow. So we have the Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands reversed, and then we have Courage, which says, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. And what I am receiving is, as we are manifesting and we are really starting to align with the reality that we have been working towards, it is important to protect our energy from people or things or places that are erratic. And it's kind of hard to say no. Before I started, I showed you the cards. I was having like hearing the word like boundaries, and it's okay to say no. Say no, because I myself know that I have that problem too. But now I'm just like, okay, look, I'm gonna be a hermit crab, and you won't hear from me for like 9 months. And that's crazy that I say, I know full pregnancy is not 9 months, it's what, 10, which would make sense because 10 is the number of completion. But the Empress was at the bottom of the deck, and that made me think of the whole creating and manifesting and attracting, and it's all about being in the energy that you wish to attract and protecting your energy and keeping yourself sacred to you, however that looks like for you. But I feel like as we are getting into alignment, there could be a lot of things working to get us back out of alignment, if that makes sense. I know that not everything is like love and light. There are things that are going to be there to challenge you, to knock you off your rocker, to knock you out of alignment and back into another karmic cycle that you're just going to have to relearn the lesson. So I feel like if you don't want to, I could use a person, for example, like if you have like a person who's just erratic and they're in a really like pessimistic energy, and no, you know, you can try to uplift the person, but they are just like, they're not seeing you, or they're not understanding you. And that could affect your energy, especially if you're in the energy of being ambitious and more optimistic and holding like a sense of gratitude for your life and for yourself. And like if you're around that energy, that could really like fuck it up. I know today they're reminding me of what my boss said today in our meeting, and he was basically like, hey guys, like there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world right now with like, you know, there's just a lot of divide in the world right now. And basically he said that like we shouldn't be discussing politics at work, and if we heard like our coworkers or the people that we work with, if we heard them just saying, having an opinion that was like maybe vulgar or offensive, to tell him. And he was basically like, you shouldn't have to deal with that shit. We shouldn't have to deal with that shit. Like, that's ridiculous. And this is what this energy is telling me. This 9 of Wands, 7 of Wands, reverse, and courage is like, you don't have to deal with that shit. Like, look at homeboy. He's like, no, I don't have to deal with that shit. Like, I got so much going on right now. I'm putting in the work right now. Like, don't you see all these wands behind me and the one I got in my hand? Honey, I'm putting in work. I don't need someone else's energy when I got all these things that I'm working on energetically. I don't need someone else's energy to come in and again, knock me off my rocker and come in like, I'm here. They're showing me from Looney Tunes, the fast guy. Just super like erratic, like here. And I feel like this is what this is. It's like you don't really know. Oh, like it's like coming from everywhere. You're just trying to be like, hey, chill. Let's chill. And I feel like this energy is with yourself too. Like you're gonna want to do this, and this. I know we talked about this on the last video, but it's like you're gonna want to do this, and this. But you really have to stand up to yourself. You have to stand up to yourself and tell yourself like, okay, we gotta chill, and we know we have to chill. So we're gonna get the advice for tomorrow. Justice came out. I want to take this as a piece of advice, so we're gonna keep going. I feel like this has to do with alignment and keeping that internal balance. And as that second card flew out, I flipped it over. It's the King of Cups. So I feel like this is really having that like emotional balance within yourself, because if we go a little bit if we tip in any way, we could lash out emotionally, and that could really kind of knock us out of alignment. make us feel like we're out of alignment. We have the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like we're kind of like balancing right now. We're like kind of teeter-tottering and trying to find that sweet balance. I don't know, I feel like we're in completely like new energy. I know that was it last week or a couple days ago, I mentioned on here that I was going through like a transformation. I know I wasn't the only one. And now that we're in this new reality, we're in this new cycle, we're needing to adapt to it, especially like coming into a new the sun like coming into a new sign. That's a lot to adapt to, especially like I said, if you go from like a super mental Gemini to really emotional Cancer.